my hand and take my heart.
So we're just down here today at the border of the Ukraine and Poland, just outside of a slightly bigger city. I think it's called Przemyśl. Probably said it very wrong. But this is a much bigger camp than we were working with in Slovakia the last few weeks. We took a walk through the camp. I don't really want to film in there. I'm not totally sure if I'm allowed to or not. And it's a pretty big camp. There's a lot of people coming across the border right now. There's a lot of aid organizations. There's Operation Blessing, if you're familiar with the 700 Club, is there. There's all kinds of, the Red Cross is here, obviously, the Red Crescent from Egypt. So there's just dozens and dozens of aid organizations, and there's just a whole bunch of people still coming over the border, and they say this is actually pretty slow. They're expecting another big wave potentially of refugees in the days to come, but right now things have slowed down a bit as far as people crossing, but there's still a steady stream. We are going to head to the city now, where we register as like aid workers so that we can take people home with us. Our pastor Jerzy just told us that he's arranged for accommodation for as many people as we'll be able to take home, as well as possible employment for them. So praise God for that. Thank you guys for your prayers. Thank you for your love and your support. This may be, we may be taking a new direction in the future from coming to the border and actually starting to help people more directly once they arrive in Czech. As Jihlava fills with more and more Ukrainian refugees, they need help getting resettled and with employment, paperwork, everything. Even simple things like a lot of them are coming in from a winter climate into the spring where they only have winter clothes with them because they could only take one bag. So they're wearing winter boots and winter coats, and they need spring jackets and shoes and things of that nature. So we're looking at a whole bunch of different ways that we can help with that, even help with employment. We're potentially going to try to set up our coffee shop in such a way that we train Ukrainian refugees, employ them, and then train them also if they're going to go on somewhere else with some work experience that they can take with them into this next step of life, wherever God would lead them. So bless you guys again. We'll talk to you soon. Thank you. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to either Rachel or myself. We'd be happy to talk with you. So we'll talk to you soon. Okay, so I'm here again in the parking lot of what was a Tesco warehouse or Tesco store here. It's been abandoned. There's more than 1,000 Ukrainian refugees living in it currently. The situation is really, it's beyond what I imagined, actually, in a lot of ways. There's a lot of volunteers, a lot of aid workers. They're doing the best that they can. From what we've been told, it's still pretty chaotic, and it's very disorganized, but that's understandable. This is a crisis situation, so the situation is always changing. We spoke to a doctor who told us that there's an outbreak of like gastrointestinal issues happening, that it's spreading throughout the center behind us, just because of the lack of access to good sanitation. So they're using outhouses. There's only running water in one place in the warehouse. The rest of the time people are out here using the outhouses, volunteers and refugees alike. And so this is one of the issues that people are facing. I was just heading in to check on the group that we may be driving back to see if they've found us some people yet. And as I was heading in, this little old lady, sweetest lady I've seen in a long time, probably in her 80s, just comes out with typical European babby, like European grandma look, the scarf over her head, just walking real slow to use the restroom, big smile on her face. When she saw me, I smiled back, and my heart was just broken thinking about, less than a month ago, this lady had her own house. She lived a life that was probably, no reason to ever leave her home. It's the only home that she probably ever knew. And today she's living in a Tesco, abandoned Tesco, using an outhouse with strangers and 1,000 other people surrounding her with no place to go. So that's the human face of this. And I know that a lot of people want to distract it with the politics involved. I'm not interested in the politics. I know that stuff will sort itself out. We're interested in the human face of this crisis, and how can we be the hands and feet of Jesus? How can we offer love and support, anything we can do to help people? It doesn't matter who's right or wrong in the big picture. God will sort that out. That will come out in the end. What matters is helping people in their time of need. So that's what we're here to do, and that's what you guys are doing through your love and your prayers and your support. So thank you guys. We'll be in touch. I'll send some more updates as things unfold some more. But yeah, God bless you.
I'll spread your love you gave to me, to be your hands and feet.